Okay, here's a brief overview of a new article to your website. So you know everything that's listed on your website is in article form. For example, this area here is an article. As I scroll down the page, this area here is an article. This area here is a separate article. So basically, we create the articles and then we tell the website how to show it or where to show it. Typically, no articles are created just for the front page. We typically create articles for the other sections of the website, and then we tell them to be shown on the front page as well. So let's jump to the job opportunities. We'll work with that as our example today. And as I look at the job opportunities, you'll notice I'm already signed in because I have these little editing buttons that appear. And also we have a user menu over here on the bottom right hand side that appears once you're logged in. I'll point out one thing about the listings here. There's two articles currently for the jobs page. One of them is listed in white here. This is the one that we have unpublished. If I was to edit it and change the marking in it to published, it would show regularly and would be visible to the other people on the front end. Right now it's just visible only to me in white, and the white is telling me that it's not published. Okay, so what we're going to do is just add a new article, and we're going to create a new job position. So first we go to submit an article, and we're just going to give this, we know it's a job position, so we're just going to call this bogus job position. Okay, it's the title that appears of it. And what I'm going to do for the actual content here is I've went ahead and typed in some stuff in Notepad, which is the best place to type up your stuff. And I'm just going to copy it, right click on it, select copy after I've selected it, and then jump back to my web page over here and go in here, and I'm just going to choose to paste that. So you can see right here, it's going to give me an opportunity to do that. So I click insert. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, right click and select paste inside the box that it brings up. Click insert, and it puts this information in here. You'll notice that it looks like it's single spaced after the great job. That's actually kind of deceiving because on the front end of the website there's some design that's built in that will automatically lay this stuff out based on the code that's in the background of this. So I'll show you a little bit more about that in just a second. For right now, let me show you a couple things you can do with this. If I want this to appear as one of our headers that's pre-designed look for the website, I can just highlight the word great job and go up and select that I want it to appear like a header. I'm going to choose a smaller header, heading 2, so it's that size there, and it's just formatted that area there only. The other thing I'd like to do is show you the difference between hitting the enter key in this editor creates, it looks like a single line spacing here, but when you look at it on the front end, it's actually a double line spacing. So I'm going to show you how that works. Let me space over here. For this section right here, I'm going to hit the enter key so we can see what the spacing looks like. And for this area right here, I'm going to hold down the shift key plus hit enter. Now what that does, when you hit the enter key on the front end of the website, it's going to look like 2 line spaces. When you hold down the shift key and hit the enter key, it's going to give you the single line space that you're looking for. Okay. One other thing to notice too is on my paragraph, I didn't hit enter anywhere in my paragraph. As I grab this window and slide it back and forth, you'll notice the paragraph resizes itself to the width. That is what you want for a website, because every website, every browser is going to be a little different size. So when you're typing a paragraph, just keep typing that paragraph until you're done. Don't hit carriage return. But when you do get to the end of the paragraph and need a new paragraph, hit your enter button, and that will get that for you. Okay. So far we got some text in here. I want to put a picture in as well. So whenever you're going to add a picture to an area, you need to find the paragraph that you want it to be related to and click at the very beginning of that paragraph. So I don't want it before my great job. I want it lined up in my paragraph that starts with the word this. So I've got my cursor there, and I'm going to go to the little button here that says edit, insert edit image. It'll bring up this whole box of information we need to fill out. We don't have to fill out that much of it. All of our listing of our current pictures that's on the website are already listed here. As you click on them, it'll show you those different things. We got this one picture here of this girl scrunching up. We want to get a new version of that, so let's just upload something from our computer. Click right here, top, and click add, and then I'm going to grab this version of it that's called feedback and open that up. It adds it to this queue here that can be uploaded. You can add more pictures if you want, but anyway, when you get the pictures inserted in here that you want to upload to your server, you click upload. It'll go through a little thing here and upload those, and then you can close it, and you'll see now we have the new picture called feedback. And I just want to be sure and click on it one time, that it shows here, because whatever I click on here is going to automatically fill itself in up here where we need the information. We would have to type this in by hand, except for clicking on it down there does that for us. Okay, so this is where the actual picture is, the web address of that picture now, since we uploaded it to our server. The alternate text is what's read to people who are with disabilities, like where the website is read to them. So you want to put something in the alternate text. That's kind of important for viewers and visitors. You can set your dimensions, so on and so forth. Looking at this preview over here, I see my picture is currently going to sit on top of the paragraph. I don't want it to do that. I want it to align to the right of the paragraph, so I'm going to go to alignment, select right. You see my preview shows that now. My text is a little scrunched against the picture here, so you typically always want to put some space around that. I'm going to add a margin of 8. Since I have this checkbox checked, when I hit my tab key, it'll automatically fill in the rest for me. And now we got a nice little white space around the picture. Some browsers will automatically put a blue line around your picture without you wanting it to. So what I always do is come to the border, click that, and then I can choose the option to set my border to a width of 0. That makes sure that no browser will accidentally show a blue line around your picture. Once we've got this done, we're ready to insert the picture. So we'll come down to the bottom and click Insert, and then we'll see it's kind of laid out there like we want it. Then you can do other things as well. For example, we'll take this link here and let's make a link out of it. I'm highlighting the link. I'll come up to the link button here. And if I wanted to put in an email address for people to go to when they click the link, I would click the little envelope and fill in the information here. But in this case, I want to put a website, and you can even do another page on your own website if you want to do that. Just copy the information out of this up here, copy all this HTTP stuff, and that's what you'd paste in where I'm typing here. Okay, but I'm going to do an outside website, just as an example. And once I get that typed in, since it is an outside website, I don't want them to leave my website when they click on it. So I'm going to choose this option for a target at the bottom, and I'm going to choose a new window. So that way when they click this link, it's going to open a new window for them rather than taking them away from my website. Okay, I'll hit Insert, and now you'll notice I've got a little link underlined here showing me that I have a link in my article. Okay, now I'm ready to tell the computer where to put the article. I know I want it to go to the jobs category, so I'm going to select General, and then General gives me a whole new list of options here. Jobs is already selected, so I can just leave it there. I do want it published. I don't want it to show on the front page, so I've got that to know. Everything else is pretty much set up. By default, it's going to stick this. This is telling you here by the ordering. By default, it's going to put whatever you enter, the newest article, at the top of the page when it's listing several articles. So we'll come back and reorder that in just a minute. We'll show you how. And again, we have an area here for description and keywords for this one particular article. Let's go back to the top of the page though and submit this article and see what it looks like on our page. So I click Save. And I'm just going to jump to the job opportunities page here so I can see what it really looks like. And you'll notice it comes in here. I have my bogus job position. It automatically put the date and stuff in for me. The great job. Everything's lined up to the right. And notice here when I was right here and clicked enter, it gave me a 2-line spacing and put this line. Okay, and then when I went here and held down Shift and pressed enter, it gave me a single line spacing here. That's the example I want to show you about the difference between using enter and Shift enter when you're adding articles. And also our link that we added, here it is. As we roll over, we see it, we click it, it opens a new window, new tab up here for this station or this website. So I can close that tab and I'm back at where I want it to be. Okay, this is listed as the first item on this page. It's listing all of our articles for jobs. So I want to move it to the bottom, and basically the way you do that is once you have it created, jump back into the editor. Just a second to load up here, and then I'm going to scroll down toward the bottom of the editor, and now it gives me an option for setting the ordering. I'm going to put this in the last position, and then I'm going to go back to the top and save it again, and then we'll be back at our web page. And we'll notice now that the driver position's at the top. It's in white because we have it unpublished, so our viewers can't even see it right now. That's why it's listed in white to us. And then the second one is the mechanic, and then now the third one is the one we just created. So that's some quick information on some of the stuff you can do in your editor when you're adding articles. There's an option here to log out on your user menu. Another option on your user menu is your details. I'll show you that real quickly. If you jump to your details, you have an opportunity to change your email address, password, so on and so forth. Okay, so we're going to log out real quickly. And I click the log out, and then we're going to preview the job opportunities page. We'll of course only be showing 2 articles. The first one will be your position mechanic, and the second will be the one we added, and we've pretty much got that taken care of.